So I'm very happy to welcome the next speaker, who will be focusing on renewable and sustainable biomass value chain in India, and that will be presented by Lieutenant Colonel Ahuja, who is also the Chairman and Managing Director of the Punjab Renewable Energy Systems Company.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the participants here, co-panelists, and thanks to the COGEN World Association and the COGEN India Association for inviting me to present today. I take this opportunity to talk about sustainable biomass supply chain management, and can you just confirm to me that the presentation is...
Yes, we can see it. Thank you.
Is it in the slide share mode?
Yes, everything's set.
Thank you. I'm sorry, there's a technical glitch with that. Just allow me a second, please. Yeah, this should be good. So what we're talking about here is a biomass-based project for heating steam solution to be provided to C&I clients. And what we have been able to do with what I'm going to present is create an entire circular loop carbon atom bioenergy value chain for carbon capture, which happens naturally, utilization of that carbon molecule, and delivering renewable energy to a client in a 40-50 kilometer radius of operation. Now, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has coined a term which is Annadata se Urja Data, which literally means from the food grower or the grain producer to becoming the energy producer. And this is happening in India in two spaces. One is the Kusum scheme for utilization of land for solar pumps and solarization across the farmers' fields. This is the banks and embankments that the farmers have, or the fallow land which is available. And the second is the farm agri residue, which is available in abundance across India, to be utilized for energy value streams. And I'm consciously saying energy value because it's not only electricity, but all other forms of energy as well. So this particular model, business model of PREPSL, talks and delivers what we are wanting to see across projects. So a brief snapshot about us in a slide. We are a company which is into our 13th year of business, and we started our business with farm agri residue aggregation, and thereafter, as an integration of taking it downstream, we today own assets and deliver energy to our clients as well. We are supported by capital from global financial and strategic partners, and who are our shareholders at present. So what do? We have a consulting division which supports companies for setting up biomass-based projects. We do biomass assessment studies, which is one of the key for any biomass-based project to be sustainably viable and running. TEV studies, PMC, PCM services. We densify biomass into briquettes and pellets. So we presently have upwards of 600 tons per day densification capacity. And this allows for the farm agri residue biomass to actually move from fields to industrial urban areas. We provide operation and maintenance services for boilers or CHP plants, hot air generators, thermic fluid heaters, and deliver energy as steam to clients. We closely work with the RNG or compressed biogas segment of business, biodiesel, second generation bioethanol, sustainable aviation fuel, and various more R&D project developments like biomass to green hydrogen, biomass to clean cooking solutions, biomass to replacement for densified biomass for wood, for Hindu cremation, and so on and so forth. So that's our present footprint and presence across India. We work out of 18 states in India and also have a foray into Africa now. A very strong, robust team. You would see that most of us on the operation side are ex-defense forces. So the adage of Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan is something which we live by. And for translation for our European guests, it means hail the warrior, that's the soldier, hail the farmer, and hail the innovation and technology of science. So it's a circular loop. So right from the farm agri residue collection, aggregation, storage, warehousing, for it to move either in the form that it is aggregated or densified and moved to a consumer industry. And this could be a boiler, this could be a CBG plant, this could be an ethanol plant, this could be a gasification plant, this could be conversion to green hydrogen, conversion to ethanol, and various biochemical streams replacing the conventional petrochemical side. So here's a product which can get used. And the model is about the engagement with farmers. That's the village level entrepreneur who we engage with. We empower the farmer with post-harvest farming equipment. We empower them with training. We empower them with resource to be able to bring out this farm agri residue and not burn it in open fields, which is a huge environmental challenge, and then bring it to warehousing and for it to get monetized through the banking channel. And hence finance is also available. And this is where the farmer now gets into an entrepreneurship model where they work in their fields, their neighboring fields, in a decentralized format to use this carbon which has been captured and sequestered in the growth phase of the plant. So let's say a rice paddy straw, a 5-month cycle, we are able to say per hectare of land, what is the quantum of carbon which has been sequestered in the 5 months of growth of the plant. And hence a natural way of carbon to be sequestered, stored and utilized, rather than technological interventions which we are starting to now look at with billions of dollars to be spent for either pumped hydro or for battery storage or for CCUS projects which are being looked at, whereas here is a natural way of what is happening. So it's more about community engagement. If you look at these photographs, this is actually, all photographs of which you see in this presentation, actually what we do on the ground and how we engage with farmers. And the top 2 photographs, if you see this gentleman with a green scarf on his shoulder, by working as a village level entrepreneur with PREPSL, in a short period of 12 months plus, he has purchased himself a car and 2 new tractors, and he employs more than 30 people with him doing this farm residue aggregation. And the only plus point for him is there is an offtake available with the presence of a PREPSL. And PREPSL then densifies this and is able to take it to industrial clients. So basically energy is moving from the lowest strata where it is available to the urban centers. Now, different type of farm post-harvest farm agri residue equipment is invested in by PREPSL. And the farmer also now, once they start seeing this value, a value proposition there, they start investing in this. So you see models where, rice straw is collected from the fields. You see conventional biomass in traditional, rudimentary formats also coming to us. All of it, different geographies, is aggregated. Storage of rice paddy straw, as we do it in Punjab, Haryana. Different biomass being stored. If you see how it is covered for the monsoon months. And then, we take it to a logical end of energy generation utilizing it. So it's not only supply chain management, but it is also conversion to briquettes and pellets, operation and maintenance services, building and owning these assets and delivering energy to the client. So this is the particular project, our first one, which is the 13 TPH boiler, inside the plant boundary of Sun Pharmaceutical in Punjab, in Tonsa district, Ropar. And this is, a uniquely award-winning project, which is now operating for more than 3.5 years of continuous operation, in addition of a 98% boiler availability and plant load factor. So it operates to its optimum rated capacity. This project is an ESCO award-winning project. We do deliver energy efficiency with this project to our client. And I'll talk about, each of this going forward. So how come we are a ESCO company? We are a grade 2 ESCO company approved by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, because we are able to deliver decentralized energy efficiently to our client, vis-a-vis the fossil fuel moving, thousands of kilometers from, be it crude or coal. The certification that we hold. Now, if you look at the energy consumption, it moves in 2 phases. The source of fuel extraction point to the conversion, and then at the usage point. If you use the same analogy with biomass, then the EROI of biomass is much more efficient than the EROI of movement of fossil fuel. So basically, it means the energy that we consume for energy movement for humankind to be able to use it, vis-a-vis the energy that we consume to move biomass in a decentralized 50-60 kilometer radius, and for the same calorific value use that energy, you are much more energy efficient. And by this analogy of EROI, we have received funding for this project through a World Bank SIDBI line for energy efficiency. So these are numbers which we postulated, we presented to World Bank SIDBI teams. They accepted it. The energy efficiency matrices accepted it. And today we are 22% more energy efficient, replacing furnace oil boiler, which we have. So that's one element of it. The second element is the cost effectiveness and the carbon cycle. So we are registered under UN FCCC for carbon credits with this project. And if you look at the data of the first 2 years operation, close to about 48,000 tons of carbon abatement has been achieved. And if you look at the price vis-a-vis, the carbon offset or the biomass cost, you would see that the project has a ROI of return even less than 2 years. So we've been able to deliver in the first 2 years itself close to INR 450 million in terms of saving to our client. In addition, out of this, close to INR 160 million through the banking channel has gone to the village level entrepreneurs and the rural community. It's generated more than 100 plus 24/7 green jobs in rural India. And this is all within a 50-60 kilometer radius. Now we have, village level entrepreneur channel partners who are associated. And this model is something which is providing green credits to our clients. So they are US FDA audited, and they are moved away from fossil fuel. Now, what does it do? It gives us environmental benefits of mitigating the open field burning of biomass. The boiler components are better handled. We don't have problems of SOx and NOx generation. So the PM 2.5 is much reduced. And we monitor with online pollution control board mandated equipment. So there's a direct online feed of the stack monitoring, so that all the pollution norms are maintained with the equipment. I'll pause here. Thank you so much, Jayan, for this opportunity to present this particular project. Happy to take questions if that is allowed, or talk more about what we deliver. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ahuja. We'll actually have an opportunity for question and answers, and this is an excellent opportunity just to remind everyone that on the Q&A function in the Zoom platform, you can put your questions. We'll collect all the questions, and then we will address them at the end of the webinar. So thank you again. Thank you for your presentation, and just for everyone who's watching as well, we will make these presentations available on the CWC website, so you can take a closer look at them. at your leisure.